Yellow! It is actually a complete dream that I'm even talking about this video for a second time because I had the opportunity to meet one of my favorite artists, literally of all time, for, another time. I'm not gonna get into like complete detail with this video just because I know this could be like extended from like 10 minutes to 30 minutes real quick, girl. So I'm gonna get to the point, I'm gonna get to the facts because I know y'all are waiting to hear how I got the opportunity once again, girl. Once again, because a year ago, maybe like 5 days ago, I met Selena Marie Gomez. 2 days ago, on May 27th, I'm still like completely like speechless about how this had happened again. I got the greatest opportunity to meet Selena Marie Gomez, one of my ultimate favorite singers on this freaking planet, and I got to meet her again, and I had the most intimate time with her that you could seriously ever imagine. I'm gonna get into the story. I just want people who are watching to know that I will get pictures and videos going on later in the video of everything that's happened and everything that happened, I mean, like in the moment of me meeting Selena Gomez. So stay tuned for that. So let's talk about how I freaking met her, the goddess. Also, for anybody watching this video, after the video is done, I want you to head over to Krystle Vlogs. I actually demand you to head over there because she made a vlog dedicated to the day of us meeting Selena Gomez. So I will link that video below, girl, and I ask you to go click the link and watch it. I'm gonna get right to the chase. I'm gonna skip over, everything of me like leaving this freaking suburb to get to the city, meeting up with my friends. I'm just gonna get straight on to how it all happened. One of my greatest friends I have talked about in plenty of videos back actually drove downtown that day. We got into his car and we kind of all hung out. So around 3:45, my friends and I are in the car, we are in the city, we are actually in Yorkville for all those Torontonians out there who are watching and are kind of familiar with the city. We are in the car and we start to pull up to Selena's hotel. I'm not giving the name of the hotel, that information really doesn't matter. That's not what this video is about. Also, I want to just say, and I've said this in a bunch of videos of me meeting celebrities, I know this is an invasion of privacy and I do totally understand that, and I know like it's kind of like weird doing this to many people, but there is a huge like fan base community kind of in every city. So for those people who are actually into all of this would understand, we aren't there to attack Selena. We aren't there to kind of like a weird experience for her. We're simply there to meet our idol. And I hope people do understand that. I'm so sorry if that seems kind of like odd, but it is how it is. 3:45, girl. It is 3:45. We are pulling up in front of Selena's hotel and I am like mind blown that this day is even happening. I like dressed up so garbage looking. I was just like, I was hopeless that day. I was like, you know what, this isn't gonna happen. She's here for, well, she was traveling with her current boyfriend, Abel, girl, The Weeknd. Everybody knows who he is. She was kind of on tour with him, so she was sticking around with him, so she wasn't here really for herself. Like, she wasn't doing any promo for Bad Liar. She wasn't making any appearances for any kind of like TV shows, radio stations. She was simply here to enjoy her time with her boyfriend on tour. Anyways, so we're pulling up to the hotel, literally not even kidding you. As we're pulling up to the hotel, my friend Babak, who is driving, sees her coming out of the front doors of the hotel. Let me just tell you that the whole day I was saying, you know what guys, she's not gonna come out from the front door. Selena is Selena Gomez. She wouldn't just casually walk out those front doors. That girl would go take the underground parking. She would go through the back, like she would be unseen. I was in complete like, whoa. Like I was like, she literally casually walked out the front doors, okay? Keep in mind, the hotel's front doors to like the sidewalk road area is not that far. It's kind of like a really quick like couple steps and you're already to the sidewalk area. As soon as we see her, we're like jumping out of the car like freaking monkeys because we're like, we don't want to miss this opportunity. We get out of the car and we start going, Selena, Selena, but not in a like attack-ish way. We're like kind of just like, hi. And she looked absolutely stunning. So she's walking out of this hotel, literally walking as if she is the goddess. Like she just has this beautiful walk and she's like walking out with this like little puppy in her hands. She's so smiley and happy. And like Toronto, like that day was so beautiful outside. It was so warm. So like she was just like enjoying her time here. I have seen Selena Gomez plenty of times, whether it was, arriving to the venue she's performing at, going to see her and like say hi to her like on promo tour. She's always pulled up in like black SUV type of cars. She jumped, keep in mind, around 3:45, she alone without any security and no boyfriend by her hand, none of her friends, none of her team. She walks out of this hotel alone. And as she walks, she jumps into this like mom van. I was like, uh-oh, did she accidentally get into the wrong car? Because I think she's gonna be like, bitch, where am I sitting? So we're out of the car, and by the time we get out of the car, she's about to like step into her car. And we're like, Selena, hi Selena, Selena. And she's like, she looks at us and she starts like smiling and waving at us. Just like, doesn't really say anything. She's just like very in a good mood. So she gets in the car, and I kind of got close enough to see who she was with. And she was with one of like, I guess she has friends here, like local friends in Toronto here, who picked her up at the hotel, and I guess they went to hang out. After she says hi to us, she starts to drive away, and we're like panicking. We're like, oh my god, like we want to, like, it sounds kind of like stubborn. It sounds kind of like such like 21st century, but we wanted like selfies and like pictures with her. Pictures kind of took over the idea of an autograph, like for memory wise, like you have your picture to remember that day, as opposed to having an autograph now. You can't really be kind of like, oh my god, he just wanted a selfie. That's this generation's way of, you know, documenting what is going on. So we're like panicking. We're like, oh my god, what do we do? What do we do? We were like, guys, I know this is gonna sound super creepy, but for some, like if you've never really done this before, you wouldn't technically understand. I'm just like stuttering saying this as it is, because it is kind of weird. But once again, like, it is our favorite like celebrity. We're not there to attack. We're not there to be like harmful. We're there to simply just like have a quick moment with like somebody that we've gradually watched progress and become so successful, and like we idolize Selena Gomez. So we were like, okay, let's jump in the car and let's follow like the car, but let's like make it kind of discreet so it doesn't seem like we are actual like creeps. Guys, we're not grown men, you know what I mean? I'm not like a 50-year-old man creeping this like young, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm simply just like looking for a moment with one of my favorite celebrities. So we quickly get in our car and we sprint, like the car, like I'm surprised there wasn't like fire leading like from the tracks of the tires. Like, it was so fast how quickly we're like zooming. We were like, okay, we have to like catch up because we really want to see her, right? So for all my friends who were asking, this is the best way I described it. She and her friend were kind of circling streets of Toronto, and it seemed to me as if it was a way of them kind of like deciding what should we do. They were kind of like going like straight into the core of the city, and then they would turn and go kind of like outside of the city. They just like, I guess, were planning on what was going on for the day. They start to head north out of the city, so that means they are headed out of the core. At this point, it is 4 o'clock. We saw her around 3:45. By the time we got into the car, now we're like in the city with her, like whatever. It is 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. So she starts heading north out of Toronto. So that means she is going out of the city. She is not doing anything within kind of like the busyness. At some point we're like driving through woods, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know we had woods in the city. I was like, the city is literally a concrete jungle. I was like, where did the green come from? You know what I mean? I was like, okay, she's for sure going to enjoy the wilderness. I know this girl's probably going somewhere near here, because I remember last year, I said it in my meeting Selena Gomez video from last year, from like the concert, that she said she was like, oh, I like went on a hike on my day off, and I was like, and then she told me, and she ended up telling me like where she was where she went, and that hiking place where she went was kind of like in the direction we were going. So I was like, okay, so maybe she's going there again. Okay, so I just had to transfer some files onto my computer because my camera started being full. I don't actually know where I left off, but I'm gonna get to the point now. We continue driving and driving. At this point, we are like completely out of the city. It's like there is no, you know, high-rise buildings anywhere near. There's no huge malls. There's none of that. As we're driving, we are driving kind of next to this highway in Toronto. It's literally like this road, these woods, highway. So she starts to drive very slow. When I mean driving, I mean her friend is driving. She's sitting in the passenger seat. They start to go really slow, and all of a sudden, you know, she pulls down her little signal. They are making a left turn into buttfuck nowhere. The best way I could describe to anybody watching is woods. Some kind of like barn farm type of deal. Parking lot. I'm like, okay, the highest followed Instagram user is literally pulling up to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's house. Now we are all freaking, you know, because you kind of like going into the area that we're in, we're like basically guaranteeing ourselves of seeing her because it is a parking lot. She is going to park. She is going to come out. We are going to see the full physical body of our queen. Now the car turns, whatever, and it is very slow. Their car is like looking for parking, and immediately they find a parking. They pull up. We were like, you know, I was like, don't even park. Pull up to the side. you know, get out, let's go say hi. As a group, like my friends and I, we start to like walk over kind of like close to the car, and all of a sudden we see Selena and her friend walking kind of the opposite direction, not towards us, kind of like away from us, but they were going to the parking meter to pay for parking. Once again, we're still in the GTA, girl. Regardless of where you are in Toronto, they charge you for freaking parking, which is ridiculous because I should be able to just freely be happy and park my car. So they're walking towards the meter. I go, "Hi, Selena." As soon as I said that, I was like, oh my god. My freaking heart dropped to my ass. And I was like, oh my god, now she's literally gonna see us. So she turns around and she, oh my god, she just looks so gorgeous. I can't even explain this. But she's like, "Hi guys." And she starts smiling and waving at us. I was like, you're kidding? Like, obviously I knew she was already like in a really smiley mood because I saw her prior to this point at the hotel, and she was so super like excited. So she was still very like energetic, I guess. She's like, "Hi guys." And I was like, "Selena," and I literally strictly remember exactly what I said. I was like, "Selena, I'm so sorry to do this. Do you mind if we get some pictures?" So she's looking at the little group of us and she's like, yeah, come here, come here. So right away I'm like, oh my god, it's like happening. You know what I mean? She easily could have been like, no. So we're like walking towards her like super fast, super like happy, smiley. We're like, this is literally gonna happen right now in Toronto around 4:15 at this point, 4:20. Like, we're meeting Selena Marie Gomez. And there's nobody around. There's no paparazzi around. There's no like other fans around. There's no just like random street walkers around. It's literally Selena Gomez, her friend, us. Let me talk about exactly what happened now. I go in for a hug. I'm always like that with every celebrity. I'm not really awkward, even if it is with somebody I get very like jittery and starstruck with. I'm always so like lovey. I always give like big hugs and whatever. So I gave her like this massive hug and I'm like holding her tight and I'm like, oh my god, Selena, like, I love you. And she's like, "Hi, how are you?" And then she goes, "You smell really good." And y'all know my favorite perfume is the one and only Pink Sugar. Pink Sugar is this fragrance from the brand Aquilina. It is the strongest and sweetest smelling like cotton candy fragrance, and it has like the longest longevity, and it's just like everything you need in like a bottle. So I proceed to go, "Oh my god, you like it? It's Pink Sugar." She's like, "Yes, oh my god, it smells really good." And I was like, "Do you know what Pink Sugar is?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course I know what Pink Sugar is." So right away I was like, the girl knows exactly what I'm wearing. Then all my friends hug her and we're all just like, "How are you?" Kind of like the generic conversation. I'm telling you, Selena Gomez, for like the status that she has, she is so humble and so genuine, and I guess like she has experienced it all. Like, she has seen all parts of Hollywood, so it's kind of like, on to the next. My friends are saying hi. One of my friends, Krystle, the one I talked about, you guys have to go see the vlog on her channel, got her to, in the meeting right last year of the Revival Tour, got her to write Survivor on a piece of paper, one of her songs, and she got it tattooed, like on her wrist, Survivor, in like Selena's pretty like handwriting. And she's showing Selena, and she's like, I guess like telling her how like it was from the meeting read and whatever had happened and how she got it tattooed, and Selena's looking and she's just like, oh my god, like she loves it, like she cares. And you know, you could tell when somebody's like so fake and somebody's not, and Selena was definitely not. She was so amazed by it, and she's like looking, and then she like makes little comments like, "Yeah, like that's definitely my ass, like from the Survivor." So since we were in the topic of kind of like last year, I was like, oh my god, Selena, let me just show you, like, I was like, I told her, I was like, honestly girl, you're probably not gonna remember me, I just want to show you the pictures of us from last year. So I pull up the pictures of us, and I'm like showing her like the pictures of her on my back, like hugging me, smiling, like our selfies. And she's like, oh my god, like she's like, I can't believe that. And the first thing, of course, my queen notices is her hair. She's like, oh my god, like my hair was so long because she chopped it all off, right? Like her hair is probably like shoulder length now. She's like, oh my god. And I was like, aren't they cute? My friend Krystle actually got a video, so let me insert the video here of her kind of talking about that. And she also mentioned the DHL shirt she was wearing, so here's that video. Aren't they so cute?
Yes, that's my DHL shirt.
So after that, after she mentioned the DHL shirt, I was like, oh my god, Selena, I loved it so much that I actually went online later that day, or like, sorry, probably the next day because I got home very late that night. I was like, and then I googled it, I was like, girl, you spent like $600. And she's like, really? She's like, yeah, you know what, I probably did. And I died. Then we go in for pictures, and me and Selena go and take our full body picture, and I wanted to just like make it so like friendly looking, because like it was such an intimate little conversation we were all having. Like she was so genuine and she was so like not rushy, so I wanted to make it look like we were friends. Here is a full body of me and Selena. After all that happened, all our friends got pictures as well. So then I was like, oh, by the way, like, what are you doing here? I assumed right away because it was all like woods that she was going on a hike, because she said that like a year ago that she went on a hike kind of thing around that area. So she was like, oh, like, no, like, I was like, I can't believe you're going on a hike wearing what you're wearing. She looked stunning. Like, she looked like she was going to like a cute little restaurant, you know what I mean? So I was like, I can't believe you're going like hiking in that. She's like, no, like, we're just going to look at some flowers. My friend actually got a video of that moment as well, so let me insert that video here.
You're awesome. I love you guys. Here, one more hug.
Enjoy your hike. I can't. You're gonna literally be sweating.
No, we're not like really hiking. We're just looking at the plants and.
I'm coming to the show tonight.
Wait, there's flowers.
You are,
There's flowers
okay.
here.
I'm gonna miss you. Thank you. We'll
I got
in
it.
a few days. Okay.
After all that, there was just like little comments made. My friend was talking about how he was going to the show, the weekend show, and she obviously goes every night to support him. So he was just kind of like, oh my god, I'm going to the concert. She's like, that's amazing. But back to that, love you. And then I go, oh my god, Selena, I'm so sorry that none of us have brought it up, but Bad Liar is so good. Like, how am I talking to Selena Gomez, who just like a week and a half ago released a single, like a brand new single? Oh my god, you really like it? I was like, yeah, babe, like it's actually like really good. She just wanted kind of like an opinion from the fans. So she's like, you guys actually like it? We were like, yeah, of course we like it. It's like different to what we're used to from you, but like it's not bad different, you know? Anyways, at this point, her friend was like kind of like ready to go. So we were like, okay, perfect. Thank you for like all of this. Like, you really didn't have to do this. And before she leaves, I was like, Selena, can we quickly take like a selfie like on Snapchat? She's like, yeah, babe, let's do it. So she got like in so close and so like lovey. Like, it wasn't really like a fan to celebrity kind of like moment. It was like, it really like, when you look at the selfie, it was like a friend to friend kind of moment. So here is a selfie of us from Snapchat. And then my friend and my other friend get selfies as well just before she leaves. And as she's walking away, I was like, Selena, and she looks and I was like, your lash extensions look amazing. I had to point them out because they looked so cat-eye and they just look so like full and beautiful. And she was like, thanks, babe. And like she walks away. That's the story, literally, of how Selena Gomez happened. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, this is my third time meeting Selena, but it's my second time having a more intimate conversation with her, and I can't believe it happened again. Like, I'm just like so lucky that I live really close to a city where possibilities like that are possible. I have opportunities where I have this kind of access to like seeing my favorite celebrities. I know, once again, like, I hope people don't see it in the wrong way of like stalking. It's just kind of like supporting, because I'm not there to like give a bad impression, I guess. I'm there to literally tell you, like, I love you, girl. Like, I support everything you do. That's the video. I'm not going into further detail. I just want to tell you guys I absolutely love Selena. Anybody in the next video who's sticking around with me on my channel, I will talk to y'all later. TTYLs.